Hey folks, Todd here. Today we're going to install the BAKFlip G2 from RealTruck on this 2024 GMC Canyon. Now this is the same installation for the Chevy Colorado. The tools we'll be using for this installation are a ratchet with a 1/2-inch socket, Phillips head screwdriver, and scissors. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is install our bulkhead seal, and that's going to install on top of the bulkhead as far back away from the cab as possible. We're going to go all the way up to one bed cap, stretch it all the way to the other side, and butt it up to the other bed cap and cut it in place. All right, let's go ahead and install our rails. Okay, so here we have our driver's side rail. Now up at the front, you're going to notice we got a little foam block on there. We're going to pull that off. This is our drain cup, and this is our drain spout that comes off of that drain cup. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take our drain tube, attach it to our drain cup. And now what we're going to do is set it in place, and then I'm going to rotate this up to show you inside the rail there's a channel. Now that channel is meant to work with our clamping system. These are our clamps that are in a kit. So what we're going to do is remove the bolt that holds everything together, then take that bolt and washer, set it to the side. Now we have two clamp halves. We have one that's threaded. We're going to set that to the side and focus on the one that's got the large oval hole. We're going to go about midway on the bed of the truck, insert the head of that clamp in there, and then just snap it into place. Now I can adjust side to side anywhere along the rail that I want that clamp to set. So now I'm going to go ahead and rotate it back down where it's sitting on top of the bed cap. I'm going to slide it all the way forward to where it's butted up against the bulkhead. And now I'm going to reach underneath to see if there are any obstructions coming down from underneath the bed cap that would get in the way of the clamp. And I've got something right about here, so I'm just going to move this clamp over a little bit. Back half of the clamp is going to go behind the bed cap. And then you'll notice we've got two different notches. We got a lower notch and we've got an upper notch. We need to nest this into the upper notch. Now I'm going to hold these two together while I take the bolt and washer and go back through and thread that in, hand tight for right now. All right, ensure that it's all the way forward. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tighten this down using a 1/2-inch or 1/2-inch socket with a ratchet. And we're going to tighten it down to 10 foot-pounds. As we're doing that, we're going to bear down on the top of the rail and also kind of pull up on the outside, or kind of with the part that's facing to the inside of the bed. We're going to pull up on that to make sure it's seated properly against that rail. All right, bring it to 10 foot-pounds. Now let's go ahead and go up to the front. All right, now at the front location, we're going to follow the bed cap all the way up till we hit this point here. Reach underneath, feel if there's any obstructions. Go ahead and insert the next clamp half up inside, click it into place, and install the back side just like we did with this one. Install it into the upper notch. All right, and again, we're going to go ahead and start to snug it down. Make sure that we lift up on the rail as we do so. All right, in the rear clamp, we're going to do the exact same way. Come all the way back to this point here. Feel for any obstructions. Insert the clamp. Attach the back half. Now, as you might notice, this is still a little bit up above the bed cap, so I want to make sure that I bear down and tighten that up. All right, and just like before, go ahead and tighten that down to 10 foot-pounds while lifting up on the inside ledge. All right, now going up to the front, we're gonna find our drain tube. Now, if you have a drop-in bed liner, typically you would have an opening right around this tie-down cleat. You can route the drain tube down through there. If you have no bed liner or a spray-in, there's a hole right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna route this drain tube through that hole. So that's underneath our stake pocket. So I'm just going to stretch it out to about here, cut it with scissors, and then feed it into that hole. Repeat the same process for the rail on the opposite side. Okay, so this is the way the cover comes out of the box. Now I want to point out we've got some straps with some clips that are attached to it next to the latch. What we're going to do is we're going to grab right here, lift that up, and then fold out our header panel. Now on our header panel, we're going to see we've got a piece of tape over here. We're going to pull that tape off. If I lift that up, we're going to have another piece of tape underneath here. All right, and this is what we're going to focus on. So these two holes right here are for our clip receiver that is going to be installed. Before we install our clip receiver, we need to install the gasket on the bottom side of it. This is an adhesive gasket, and we're going to line it up onto the clip receiver. Press it into place, and now that's going to sit right on top. Now before we attach it, we're going to take a couple of the threaded backing plates, and we're going to slide them in from the back. Now I'm going to hold those in place with my hand as I set the clip receiver in place. Now make sure the opening of the clip receiver is facing towards the clip. Then we'll take two of our screws in our kit, drop them down in place, and then tighten them up with a Phillips head screwdriver. Don't need to over tighten it, just get it nice and snug. All right, next what we're going to do is focus on this channel right here. This is our cover retaining clamp. I'm going to go ahead and loosen that up. Once you undo that star knob, you can push up on it. You've got a carriage bolt that's going to pop up. So we're going to slide that in place. And then we're just going to put it all the way up against the back side of that channel. And just temporarily for right now, we're just going to snug it down. So go ahead and repeat the same process for the cover retaining clamp and the clip receiver on the opposite side. Okay, next what we're going to do is lift up our cover, set it on top of the rails. What we want to have is this rubber flap go over top of our bulkhead seal, push down, and then slide it all the way up to where it contacts the bulkhead. We also want to make sure it's centered side to side. All right, once we have that in place, what we're going to do is fold each panel back towards the tailgate one at a time. And while we're going, we're going to make sure that it's centered side to side. We'll close the tailgate. I'm going to look down the cover and see if we have enough engagement at the tailgate. It looks like we need to bring it back just a little bit. All right, now we have good tailgate engagement, so what we're going to do is lower the tailgate and then very carefully fold each panel up towards the cab of the truck. Careful not to shift the alignment. Then we can climb underneath and tighten everything down from the bottom. Okay, now we're underneath the cover on the driver's side. This is our bulkhead, and this is our cover retaining clamp. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen up this clamp. And now we've got another groove right here that's going to capture the rail. So we're going to go over, capture the rail with it, and then go ahead and snug this down. You don't need to over tighten it, just get it nice and snug. Once you do that, you can go ahead and repeat the same process on the opposite side. All right, next what we're going to do is fold the cover up towards the cab. We're going to be very gentle with this because we want to see where the cover would come into contact with the cab. Next what we're going to do is come back. This part of the frame of the last panel, we're going to clean off with some isopropyl alcohol. This removes any kind of contaminants. All right, and the first one we're going to put right in the center. Let's just peel away the 3M adhesive protector. And then bear down nice and tight to get good adhesion. All right, and we're going to put one here. And one over here on this side. And we want to make sure we're at least an inch away from the edge of the frame. Otherwise, this will land on top of the rail when you fold it down and it won't close properly. And there we go. All right, now if you want to drive with the cover in the fully open position, you're going to use your prop rod. So we're just going to loosen the prop rod up, bring it up, and then capture the prop rod underneath this sleeve and then tighten that up. That holds that up against the cab. If you do that on both sides, you're ready to drive down the highway. Now, if you want to drive with the cover partially open, let me show you how to do that. We're going to go ahead and put our prop rod back in place, fold the cover down, make sure it latches. We also want to make sure the cover is pushed all the way forward. You don't want it back here, you want it all the way forward. And we take our latch and then stretch that out, plug it into the clip receiver, and cinch it down. That keeps air from getting underneath the cover. Do that on both sides and you can drive in this position. Well, that's all it takes, and that concludes the installation.